Welcome everybody, welcome back to ACC. We're again with Low Fuel Motorsports. Today we're on Suzuka. We're in Split 2 because there's only 2 splits, so I couldn't be any lower, so Split 2 it is. So we're on Suzuka. I'm struggling with this track and definitely with this car. I didn't have a good setup that I could get my hands on, so we just put one together really quickly. Not the best setup, it has a lot of understeer and I'm not happy with it, but I did not have enough time to work on it for very long, so jumping into the race. We started in 10th. I did qualify with a 2 minutes something, 2 minute 2 I think it was, somewhere around there. Not great, but we just do this. So guys, like this, do hit the sub, hit the like button, please. I appreciate it, and let's get into it. 10th on the grid. Let's see what we can do with 10th on the grid. I hope it's not going to be an absolute mayhem. I kind of got the feeling that it might be. Got this feeling that it's going to be quite hectic, especially in turn 1. So we're going to try and stay out of any accidents, hopefully. But we got to do what we got to do, right? So if we can stay in the top 10, happy days. If we lose some places, oh well, it happens. All right. I'm going to play it more safe than like wanting to win. So of course I want to do good, but safety is more important. Or else you have no race. No incidents, that's okay. Big incidents, not okay. Here we go. Waiting for... Oh, we got someone with big ping behind us.
Green light, go, go, go.
Bit of a late reaction on my end. Doesn't seem like I'm the slowest one on reaction. I kind of wanted the inside line, but I opted out for just to stay on my line.
Clear on the right.
Oof.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Mercedes behind me.
Car on
Got
the left.
McLaren going off.
Clear on the left.
The spicy line for the McLaren. Don't think he really cared for the line that we needed. Guess he wanted some dirt on the car. Like I said, this is not a track I'm very keen on. Also, we don't have a good setup, so all the driver's excuses are out the way now. So I know that the guys in front of me are really quickly,
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
but they seem to struggle with the grip levels we have at the start. We are driving with TC8 because I am a sucker when it comes to throttle control with my foot. And we're braking, of course, with hand controls, as I cannot brake with my foot because of spinal issues. Gotta watch out that it doesn't turn into a few weeks ago, like last season. We don't want to crash into anybody. Just want a nice clean race, and hopefully, with the crap setup we made, stay where we are. I'm gonna tap the brake here because you can tell, kind of understeers there. I was gonna drive with the Hymo setups, but they don't have the Hymo setups updated. So the setup that is there for Hymo is undrivable for me. I don't know if it's anybody else, but on the 130R, which is the long left-hander, the fast left-hander, where I just hit the brakes a tiny bit, she just oversteers and dies. A bit like the Mercedes did behind us earlier on. I was gonna say this is not my strong point, this point here, but the whole track is not a strong point. I have a lot of understeer here. So I need... Oh, hiccups. I need to work on the setup, but... kind of wanted to get in the race. I think I probably should have worked on the setup. As you can tell, the understeer is quite severe and the braking is just Braking is not on point either. Shall we just be very happy that we got the purple lap at a 6:08? Because no one actually had a good lap, of course, because it's the out lap. Seems like the Ferrari struggles a bit with that first turn. He seems quite nice through here. So this is the first time I'm driving here with the Mercedes. I know I'm a lot better with the McLaren here. But we gain a lot of freaking speed here. Maybe that's why I need to go on the brake a tiny bit on that 130R. I think I'm not running as much wing as others are. We're running 6 wing, which is, I think, rather low.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
That's an interesting defense. Not really something I expected the Ferrari to do, but luckily I've driven in LFM far enough now that I know that people will defend on the weirdest places. Luckily, it was on time to come over, so I could just adjust to it. But you saw the overspeed we have on him. I need to be a bit earlier on the brakes here. It's a bit squeamish on the brakes. Not sure if I need to brake bias more to the front or not. Doesn't really feel like the rear end is coming round. So if the rear end is not coming round, we should be pretty dang good. More the weight transfer that I notice. Here we should have a nice speed difference. I'm not gonna go for an overtake on 130R. Taking an overtake there is just going to result in accidents. We are too far away for a dive now, so... He is very, very slow through here, though.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
We are losing the pack in front of us now. Because he's just not quick enough. I'm not sure how he was so quick in the qualifying. Maybe he doesn't have a good race setup? Maybe. But no, he had a bit of a mishap there. He went a bit wide. Thank you, traction control. You saved my ass, or else I would have gone round. I have so much more speed than him. We are gonna go for it this time.
Car on the left.
Wow!
Clear on the left.
That was a hard squeeze, wasn't it? It was a very aggressive squeeze. Shit myself for a second. Don't think he's happy with me overtaking him. Not sure why, because he is just so much slower. Now we need to catch up with the guys in front again. I am shaking for some reason. I'm not sure why. Might be my meds kicking in, because I did take my meds just before we started racing. So my apologies if I look like I'm jittering myself, not the game. Or I'm nervous. That's one, that could also be one, but I don't see the reason to be nervous. Then again, I have a habit of really losing races I'm doing pretty good in. And also, yeah, I think I'm nervous. Because I started at the front for once. Well, front is a big word. I started 10th, okay? And normally I start at the rear, which means I have nothing to lose. Now I have everything to lose, so I think I'm just very nervous. Funny how you get nervous for a game. I've now angered many people in Sim. It's a simulator, Marcel. Not a game, it's a simulator. Oh, sorry. I just say game, because it's a video game. Yeah, it's a simulator, but still a video game. I'm eating slightly too much curb, I think, for my own liking. So our low wing is definitely helping us gain and get away at the same time, of course. I'm driving the AMG Evo. For people wondering, it's the newer of the Mercedes. I was almost going to say Ferrari because I was looking on the Ferrari. And it's would I say is it nicer than the old? I think the older one is probably the better one, but the older one also has some other kinks that I'm not keen on, aka like the rev limiter. Because you have to really like push the rev limiter past what you think you should have. Oh, we're gonna go wide a bit. You can cut this corner with the Mercedes, which is nice, so you can come out nice and wide. As long as you stay on the curb, I've noticed, with the right-hand side of the car, you don't get a warning, which is nice. I could probably start testing with a bit lower traction control. I think I'm using slightly too much, and I'm like fully expecting the traction control to save me most of the times as well. This one, I never know where to apex here. I always feel like I need to apex late, but I never know where the late part is. Here is where we're gaining on people, which is nice, but we do need to touch the brake slightly. Because we have a bit more speed than most. I'm clicking the shifter more than I should do. I need to work on that. I've been doing that a bit too much, and I need to get back to my roots because I hate that. I hate when you just hear people shift down when they can't. And I'm doing the same thing right now, so good that I called myself there. Our tire pressures are off. Seen that?
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Oh, gonna miss the apex a bit. And we're gonna go a bit wide at the same time. I've just noticed I don't talk a lot today. For once. I'm actually racing without babbling too much. Then again, I noticed that I was not babbling and then started babbling. Please don't come on the racing line. Don't come on the racing line.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Jesus. That was scary. There, like there you could hear that I tried to shift, but I actually thought I was ready for the first gear, so. I wonder what happened to the Audi. I think it just had a snap oversteer or something. That's at least what it looked like. He will probably have the speed advantage over me here because the Audi is very quick on the straights, but as I'm running quite low wing, I think I might have the advantage. Hate that curb, it pulls you out. My wheel is on its last legs again because I can feel it cracking and making weird noises and things it shouldn't be doing. But as long as it works, we're going to use it. I can't replace it, so I'm just going to stick to it. And if she breaks, we're just going to cry in the corner. So if out of nowhere, all the racing content stops, then you know what happened and my wheel broke. That is a spicy line on that guy's behalf. Oh, we are going to go wide, Marcel. Very well done. This is what I mean with the I can go wide there. It's just the understeer that I have on the acceleration, so I need to work on the front. I'm guessing the front downforce. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. I know the Audi's behind us, I see him. My tires now out of nowhere are hot. Hot and hard. Giggity. Why, I don't know. Maybe I'm pushing it too much and that's why I'm also making mistakes. Maybe they cool down on here. Well, they won't cool down on this turn. That's one thing for sure. Not do Leclerc and go over that chicane in a straight line. I need to work on that last chicane, the braking point. I'm really struggling to figure out a perfect braking point, so. There we go. Nice through the turns. Nice and easy. We're going to go down a bit. This is the one where I see a lot of people drive different lines and different gears, and you know, I don't go wide there. I normally try to hold it here so I can turn it into this turn a bit earlier and accelerate out. As you can see, the Audi seems to be really quick through that bit. Oh, that might be a warning. I think I might have just gone a bit too far by a millimeter. No. Guess I'm not. Seems like everybody's catching up with me. Well, we are way above our car number, which I'm happy about. Oh, we're gonna go wide again. When you go wide, don't try and pull it in towards the apex. There's no need for it. If you're gonna try to pull it in towards the apex, you're gonna get oversteer, or the car will snap on you, or all that kind of stuff. So don't do that. Just own the corner that you take. Go wide. I think that was a better braking point. Wish I paid attention where I braked. It seems like we are gaining on the straights. Like we're running away from in the straights. But when it comes to like the twisty bits, the Audi definitely has a advantage over me. I forgot to put my race laps on, I've just noticed, so I got the old school one on. The weird part is, I did open race laps, I just forgot to open the overlays. So today you guys are just seeing the normal one on the left. My apologies. Hope you can forgive this man. We're gonna take it, we're gonna go wide, and we're just gonna take it. Fuck it. Noticing that the tires are not happy with me. Next time open the brake ducts a slight bit more, because I also see that the brakes are not cooling down in the slightest. Bit late on the brake, on the accelerator there. Power of AMG! Save me! A nice turn, that one. Jeez, I went for very high revs there. Almost 8,000 revs on my little V8. Yeah, look on the straights, we are definitely walking away, but he is quicker. And it will be only a matter of time till he wants to get past. And I might concede the position. I might be able to just use his job to be a tiny bit faster. That's why the Audi is nice and quick. Very quick behind me. There we go. Just as wide as we're allowed to. Come on, little car. Bit late on the brakes there, Marshall. Because I'm making this guy slower, the Audi behind me, he's getting backed up into the car behind him. So hopefully, they'll stop fighting at some point. Of course, that could also mean that he notices that and wants to get past ASAP. Well, he knows for a fact that he is not going to grab us here. But he's going to grab us in this turn. I need to set myself up better for that turn, 100%. Oh, I have a little twitch in my head. All these little tiny mistakes I'm making gets him closer and closer to my rear bumper. I'm quite happy with the 202, 203. The times I'm doing, I'm quite happy with. Because they're about 6/10 to probably 7/10 quicker than I was in qualifying. I think I was at a 202 high. Ooh, the understeer when I hit the throttle. That was not good. I should really stop going wide. He might have a opportunity soon. Because I've noticed that I'm starting to make a lot of mistakes. Well, that's one. That's an Audi, isn't it? Yeah, it is an Audi. I just have to check twice. Yeah, that was a big mistake I shouldn't have done. That's okay. Use the stress to your advantage. And let him think you're getting stressed, and then just keep going. He's in my slipstream. So the McLaren that we were running away from is starting to get really close now. We are on a very low fuel level. As this is the final lap, I expect him to want to push now and make lunges. Do we have enough for the lap? Oh, we might not. I was in the wrong gear, dang it. We're gonna stay in the wrong gear. We're gonna try and save as much fuel as we can. I'm blaming my my fuel calculator. I don't have any mapping set up. We might actually run out of fuel. Come on. Don't run out of fuel. Don't run out of fuel.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Wow, he tapped me. Great. We'll do a Leclerc. We'll do a Leclerc.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Yes, I'll take the warning. We'll take the warning. Jesus.
Good job. You did the best.
Oh, I thought we were gonna die there. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was terrifying. And we have run out of fuel. Perfect. Guys, I hope you enjoyed what you were seeing today. I had fun. Thank you for watching. You all have a good one. Ciao, ciao.